What is going on, everybody? It's the Frost. We're back again with a 32 Days of MoonRise reveal reaction. We're here with the 26th, 7th day. We have a few days left, 5 days left. Less than a week. We have less than a week to go. The Ultimate Lunar deck is here. Posthumous. Let's see what's going on and see what's in this deck and see if it's better than Fulgorax. Because as I said yesterday, Fulgorax is expect. I'm not talking about construction wise, but for like if you have a starter deck off. Fulgorax was not good.
It's time for us to reveal the second and final starter deck of MoonRise, the Posthumous starter deck.
This is also the final starter deck of Generation 1 as 1 through 4 sets are supposed to technically being classified as Gen 1 of Elestrals.
We're counting down 32 days until MoonRise pre-orders open on November 15th. And don't forget, Shattered Stars members do get it a day early. So don't miss out. Make sure you guys subscribe to Shattered Stars Scorpio, our best month of Shattered Stars yet. I'm not even kidding. Full art Mount Olympus, reverse Stellar Jolton, full art Arcolith, and of course the incredibly rare, only 10 copies ever made Stellar full art Phosphocell. This month is insane. Oh, and we added reverse Hollow Commons, which is such a cool little thing. So I hope you guys have fun collecting those too. If you did,
I really hope the reverse Hollow Commons do make their way into set 5 and beyond.
No, Shattered Stars members get an extra exclusive discount every month, and this month for November, it is insane! Right now, Shattered Stars subscribers can log into their account at shopalestrals.com and use code SSNOV at checkout to get buy one, get one free on Shattered Stars bundles available until the end of the month or supplies last. That means that you can go buy a bundle of Shattered Stars Lunar and get a free bundle on top of that. This is nuts, and we're not limiting the amount of bundles that you can buy and get free bundles. So if you buy 10 bundles, you get 10 bundles for free. It is absolutely...
AKA, we've got a lot of stock still, and we want you to buy it all. We want to get rid of this stock, so when we continue to do more Shattered Stars, we don't have the rest of Shattered Stars Season 1 still there, because we're technically in Season 2 now. So the only one so far that has sold out is Thunder, which was the first month. Everything else is not sold out. This buy one, get one, we ain't limited you says, hey, we got a lot of cards here, please. Will you please go and buy them? We want to get rid of them. We want them out of here. Please buy them. Please. I fully expect this to happen for base set and Frostfall and Daybreak in a coming month or coming time as well, because they got a lot of stock in those too, and they want the stock to go.
There are a few little disclaimers that I want to throw in though. First things first, you can only use this discount code once per customer. So once you make your purchase, that's it. You can't do it again with the same account. But we're not limiting how many packs you can buy on this BOGO deal. So again, if you want to buy 10 bundles, you can get 10 bundles for free. You just got to add it all into the cart and then apply the discount, and it'll give you the 50% off.
So if you wanted to buy 20 bundles, you can get another 20 bundles for free, basically.
Essentially. And just make sure you're logged into your Shattered Stars account. This is a crazy deal, man. I'm telling you, you guys can get all of our previous Shattered Stars month, including Celebration, until supplies last. And I want to let you guys know that some of these packs are very, very low in inventory. So I would recommend taking advantage of this deal sooner than later. That's code SSNOV BOGO, celebrating a buy one, get one for Shattered Stars bundles all month long, exclusively for Shattered Stars subscribers. Which, by the way, you can subscribe to Scorpio right now and then make another purchase, use the discount code, and get BOGO to get caught up on all of the previous months you might have missed out on.
Except for Thunder.
From this. I know it's been a lot to keep up with all of these MoonRise reveals, but we do have a playlist link in the description below.
As do I.
You guys can check it all out and watch all the reveals you might have missed out on, because it is so hype. You want to be in the know. You want to start thinking about what kind of decks you're going to be running, and this Posthumous starter deck is going to get you started in an incredible way. All right, so of course this deck does indeed come with 3 booster packs, so you're gonna have an opportunity to pull some epic new cards. It's got that beautiful D20 die, and you get your how to play guide and a new starter deck. And this Posthumous Hollow looks so good, man.
That looks amazing. Yeah, that looks great, man.
And so epic. Every time you get one of these starter decks, you have a chance to pull an incredibly rare card. You can open this thing, and right under the Hollow Posthumous, there is a chance that you will find one of 2 very, very epic cards. First up, Stellar Fawnlet. Stellar Fawnlet is...
Oh my god, that's adorable. Was it Bexy made that? Yeah, this looks beautiful. The blue moons? Come on, man, that's great. Oh my god.
one of my favorite Stellars we've ever released. It is absolutely gorgeous with that blue. I think this is a card that people are going to go crazy for, man. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And of course, there's only 99 copies ever made. And we're not stopping there because there is an additional Stellar you can find in these starter decks, and that is none other than Stellar Bandaloon.
Reverse Stellar.
Has a super cool effect where he can steal your opponent's.
It looks so it looks so mischievous. The purple, the purple pink combo, it's okay, I guess. But I would like to see this when we get the backer kits, not the backer kits, the what are those called? The press kits, and they have the art removed from the background and everything. We just see it. I want to see what this looks like on its own without the art on it, without it being on the art.
Runes, and this Bandaloon is decked out like a true little robber, just running around and stealing stuff from different casters. I think he's a fun little guy, and that's going to be one of the possible Stellar rares you could find, the reverse Stellar Bandaloon out of the Posthumous starter deck. So when you open up your starter,
I will say the two reverse Stellars, I would say Havocub is definitely the better.
Deck, and you look under the top card, there is a chance that you will find the Stellar Fawnlet or a reverse Stellar Bandaloon. But this starter deck is really epic, man. This really highlights what Artemis can do with the Posthumous deck. You're going to get the
Toxic Swarms.
Two Specterus, man.
Interesting.
That's the Comalis, the Bandaloons. Two Viscerus, baby.
Oh my goodness. That makes this deck here better than Fulgorax. Plain and simple. Just having two Viscerus, that makes this deck better.
We've got the Moss Stations as well, and
Bards.
to search out. We've got the Nogs, Ambrosias, and of course your
one Ambrosia. Please tell me that's not one Ambrosia.
Divines into some great runes like Earthquakes and Poison-Tipped Arrows and Gorgon's Gaze and Divine Healings.
Two Divines.
This deck is absolutely incredible. And I do want to mention that we are making a rule. I know that currently Earthquake is limited in the game to only one copy, but we are making a rule that when you play in an event, if you use a starter deck exactly as it is and do not modify the starter deck, then the starter deck is legal for the event, even if that card is on the limit. So in this case, this starter deck comes with two Earthquakes, which would make it illegal otherwise. If you bring this exact deck and do not change it, you can compete with this exact deck. But let's break down.
That's a very interesting rule because with starter decks, if you have a starter deck, you're not really going to expect to make it that far. And I don't think two Earthquakes and a starter deck is going to absolutely like just rule all over the place. So I like that rule. I think that's great, especially if you go with the Thunder, the Imperial deck from Set 1. If you try to bring that in, it's got Spark It in it. Spark It's banned. I don't think Jataya's in any deck, so I don't think you have to worry about that one. But like, yeah, I like that rule for sure. Especially since there are times where you're gonna have events do starter deck only, where you have to have the starter deck from down to the actual cards what they come in. I'm sure you can bling them out if they have Stellars or Hollows or whatever, but it has to have that exact list. So two Earthquakes in this deck. It's not going to go out there and become like a top deck menace because of two Earthquakes. Come on.
Every single card that you can get in the Posthumous starter deck. The Fawnlets kick you off being able to search out your Artemis, but don't forget Fawnlet can actually search Theraheart as well, and that's something that a lot of people don't realize, but it can be very advantageous as Theraheart can turbo special ascend into Posthumous by stopping a counter rune, and you can stop your own counter runes, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think getting to Posthumous is so much easier than Fulgorax. He did mention yesterday how getting to Fulgorax is definitely difficult to get into from not from Doppelganger, but it seems like Theraheart to Posthumous is so much easier.
But ultimately, this card gives you a turbo ascension into Posthumous, one of the strongest lunar Alestrals we've ever made. This card comes onto the field, and you have the ability to destroy cards alongside Artemis, and then you have counter immunity alongside Artemis as well, which is so incredibly powerful in a game. Obviously, right now, the current metagame is a lot of people utilizing counter runes, so having Posthumous there to stop that strategy makes it incredibly powerful. You've got one Gloombat to special cast on your opponents, and you've got...
That's a good way to turbo into Theraheart too if you don't have a Fawnlet in your hand.
Two Toxiri, which is very cool to search out your Dense Fog, getting that suppression activation more frequently. Night Venom is there to destroy things, of course, after that search. And two Specterus. Specterus, a very powerful Alestral and one of the best...
Specterus is definitely one of the most scary cards and does destroy a lot of strategies just because of its ability.
additions in Daybreak. Getting 2 copies here in this starter deck. 2 Chromalis, so you're going to be able to search out those Spectral Alestrals very easily. That's your Specteris. That's your Posthumous, right? So those are very important that you can search those cards out. You've got the Bandaloons to disrupt your opponent by taking their counter runes, and Cryptoris can help you find that Theraheart and that Posthumous, that Night Venom.
Cryptoris.
2 Viscerus, one of the most powerful and impactful Earth Alestrals that has come into play since base set. Getting 2 copies here in the starter deck. 2 Mostation, another Frostfall Alestral that put in a ton of work and has continued to put in a ton of work with its 6 attack stat. And then you have the flexibility of utilizing Ardbud in this package to search out some of those insectoids, because that gives you the target of Toxicity,
I don't know, man.
the target of Specteris, and the target of Viscerus, and all of those cards are very powerful. So having that on an Ardbud is cool, and you have some really awesome things you can do with that. Moving over to our rune lineup, it is stacked. You've got the 2 Nectar of the Gods, the Ambrosia. You've got
1 Ambrosia. Ugh, that's tough. That is very tough to only have 1 Ambrosia. There's no other way to heal in this deck. Yeah, the Viscerus definitely makes it better when it comes to Alestral-wise, but you gave it 1 Ambrosia. Why?
Temple of the Moon, which of course sets up your Lunar Alestral.
The other one didn't have Temple of the Moon. I just realized that. I'm pretty sure, right? Dang. Again, awesome card art. I think Temple of the Moon's like, if you stack all 8 stadiums up against each other to see which has the best art, Temple of the Moon clears them all.
To be a bit stronger, and you've got 2 Earthquakes. So again, the highlight here, 2 Earthquakes. You could play a 2 Earthquake deck in a tournament as long as it is this exact starter deck, but Earthquake obviously an incredibly powerful removal rune, being able to destroy an Alestral. You've got the 2 Poison-Tipped Arrows for further removal.
PTA is good.
Gorgon's Gaze, of course, pretty much every deck right now is...
Yeah, that's definitely necessary. Again, it's gonna be very tough to play this deck now, like in a full-on like the only time you would play this deck is obviously with you want to go against other starter decks, but the fact that you have, honestly, the fact you have 2 Earthquakes, if you had both starter decks and you wanted to pick apart both and like swap them around, you got Earthquake on both sides. You have the Ambrosia is gonna be a little bit difficult because you only have 2 and 1. But yeah, it's I don't know, man.
Running 3 Gorgon's Gaze, so giving 2 right off the bat here in the starter deck, incredibly powerful, and 2 Divine Healing, again, to be able to heal.
So you gave this one, you gave the other one 1 Divine Healing and 2 Ambrosias. Why? I mean, the only reason you want to do Divine Healing is to get more on your Demeter, to give it more, like, you know, more disenchanting back. I don't know, man.
Heal up on your Artemis and be able to get more, you know, suppressions off with the disenchant there. And then you've got 14 Alloon and 6 Terratlas, so just 2 elements in this one.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is the second. We had this in the last in Daybreak as well, where we had the Fairgeist one was Lunar Solar, and that was it. This one's Lunar Earth with 6 Terratlas. It's mostly predominantly, obviously, there's you have Lunar Earth without having Aardvarm and Art Titan in the deck, which is very interesting. But yeah, Viscerus itself is definitely a menace. Having 2 of those, I mean, having 3 would obviously be the best, but you know they don't want to give you 3 of except for Fauntlet. It's definitely going to be a menace for sure, because if you get both of those on the field and your opponent can't get either one of them off the field, you've got board state, basically. You have board state, they're in trouble, but this one's going to be a very tough sell, because 1 Ambrosia to 2, it's like, I don't know, man. It's definitely something.
Highlighting both Lunar and Earth. I think this deck is incredible, and I think having the opportunity...
I don't know. I think that both Lunar decks have some hits, but a lot of miss in them. 1 Ambrosia is very tough to sell. Oh yeah, you have 1 Ambrosia, I have 2. I'm able to heal up twice while you can't. There's nothing in here for Lunar or Earth that heals back for you. I mean, yes, Divine Blessing or Divine Healing gets them back to your Divine Rune, not back to your Spirit deck where you're gonna need them. So I don't know, man. It's like, it's gonna be interesting to see what people, because I'm sure people are gonna get both starter decks and have them and their friend go against each other with the starter decks to see how good they work against each other. But I don't know, man. Like, very hard to eliminate. I mean, Gorgon's Gaze, PTAs. This does have a lot better counterplay. It really does. Helios, honestly, the other one makes absolutely no sense, because right now Helios is only really good for the Blazers OTK and nothing else really. But yeah, it's very tough sell to see any reason to suggest, like, if someone's asking what starter deck do you want someone to go for to get into this game, I'm still gonna say Chronodile over both of these ones. Just is. But that is your day 27. I think it is. Yeah, day 27. Yeah, day 27 of the 32 days of Moonrise. We got 5 more of these. I'll be back tomorrow for the next one. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.